Hello, everyone.
午後
Welcome
の
back.
授業ってさ、
Thank you
どう
for
してこう眠いんだろう
thank
ね。
thank you for interrupting me. Welcome back for some more Let's Play Higurashi Chapter 2, Watanagashi. So, we're here. That's not what I wanted to press, but okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that strange pop-up. It's fine. We're back. I'm still confused as to what's going on, which is, as usual, the sort of intended idea. And I'm excited because, like, what awaits us? What new stories? What new things, right? Now, one interesting thing I've learned is that apparently all those new characters from the intro movie, they're apparently from some, like, console exclusive stuff, which we'll do later. My plan is basically to just focus on the main original Higurashi chapters first, and then do all the bonus stuff after. I think going in order of actual, like, release, I think that makes a lot more sense. Just because by doing it that way, it's the intended sort of experience, right? I don't like to do things in chronological order because that's not the order things come out in, and it's not the intended reading order usually. So that's why we're going to go regular chapters and then bonus stuff after. So long as I like Higurashi, on the off chance I hate where this story goes, maybe we won't, but I think we will. And people are like, well, that doubles the game time. Guess what? I get paid by game time. I'm not going to complain. So, let's keep going here. Anyways, so she said, I wonder why afternoons always make you feel sleepy like this. Mion spoke in a voice that went so far as to make whoever heard it lethargic. You having a moment?
眠いことに医学的説明が必要かよ。
Oh, we could be a dweeb, a nerd.
話してもいいが、もっと眠くなるぞ。
Yeah.
堪忍して。
Are you tired from your work? It was almost 3 o'clock. 6th period was almost over. By the way, Satoko and everyone else in the lower grades ended their school day after 5th period, so you're probably running around the schoolyard right now. I could hear their joy-filled voices coming from there right now. Oh, what I would give to be able to join them.
ほら、みーちゃんは委員長さんなんだから、もっと頑張らないと。
Yeah, it's kind of very important that you actually, like, put in an effort. You kind of represent all of us.
寝ちゃダメだよ。
私さ、クラス委員長じゃなくて、水泳部の部長がいいんだよ。
All right.
いっぱい寝れるから。
Is it because they get, like, knocked out and then they fall down and go to sleep? Is that the joke there?
お？してその心は？
水泳部なだけに、
Oh.
睡眠グーなんちゃって。
Okay, so I think there was a different pun in Japanese.
水泳部なだけに、睡眠グーなんちゃって。
I think it was a swimming club reference instead. That's pretty funny, though. That's not bad. Bam! The teacher cackled as she hit the back of Mion's head with the corner of a textbook. I thought she cackled because it was funny.
お後がよろしいようで。
Oh my god. They unsealed you. Well, that's reason enough to not use this. Hot damn. That is not CL anymore at all.
今日はこれくらいにしましょう。委員長、号令。起立。気をつけ。
Mion, who had been half asleep, became lively again the moment she heard class was over. It must be delightful to be that shrewd. Homeroom was done after the lower grades had finished their lessons, so we were free to go. It was one of the odd rules we had as a mixed grade school. When the new class was over, Satoko and Rika-chan returned to the classroom.
お疲れ様なのです。
You already look evil. What are you up to?
さあ、楽しい部活の時間ですのよ。
Happy fun club activities.
よっしゃ、そうだね。今日は何をしようかね。
えみーちゃん、今日は昨日のイベントの続きにはならないの？そうですわ。あれだけ大盛り上がりして尻切れトンボでは納得がいきませんのよ。
まあまあ、気持ちはわかるけど、またの機会にしようよ。
Okay. We're saving it for a big day.
放課後の教室なんてしみったれたロケーションじゃなくて、もっと晴れの舞台でさ。
In my mind, I feel like we're never gonna actually see this final match. I feel like something will happen before then.
俺はいつでもいいけどな。決勝戦は後輩たちも立ち会わせる約束になってるんだ。あらかじめ日取りを決めてほしいぜ。
わあ、ケイチくんすごい。応援してくれる人がいるんだね。
Not for reasons you'd
レ
think.
ナにも応援してくれる人いないかな。
I couldn't help but watch as Rena entered her pining maiden
手は
mode.
抜けないけど、レナの優勝、俺が祈ってるぜ。
With a saccharine Keiichi brand smile, I ruffled Rena's hair roughly.
ケイチくん、それどういう
Are you having a moment? Rena turned bright red and short-circuited, smoke billowing from both her ears. Gazing into her eyes, a strange scene of me holding hands with Rena and skipping through a flower bed was reflected there. Even if it was in somebody else's imagination, it was terribly troubling.
レナ殺しのケ
Having
イチなのです。
Having a normal interaction. You know what? It's better than some of the stuff we said we'd promised to the boys last time. When Rika-chan said that, everyone burst out laughing at once. What a happy, fun club time.
でもそのレナはサトコやリカちゃんキラーなわけでしょ。
Dang, the
確かにレナ
matchups.
さんには勝てないかもしれませんけど、私たちはケイチさんには負けませんでしたよ。
へえ、なんだか面白い相関図だな。
Oh, buddy. You say that, but I'm 100% certain there are crazy relationship maps for like, this game.
俺たちの強さってじゃんけんみたいに相性があるわけだ。でもそれ、ミオンが抜けてるな。
当たり前でしょ。私、相性なんか関係なく、誰にでも負けないし。
Oh, she's doing the, well, I'm the gun option. Mion leered with the gaze befitting of a club president. No, befitting of an empress. Do you think Japan has, like, because, you know, they like their rock, paper, scissors. Do you think they have, like, the kid who would go like, well, I choose gun and I win automatically? Or do they have, like, their own Lizard Spock variant? I'm gonna be honest, I never understood the rules to rock, paper, scissors, Lizard Spock. And some of you might even be going like, what are you talking about, Lizard Spock? Must be nice to not have to memorize. There was even more. It was like, rock, paper, scissors, Lizard Spock, dynamite. And then each interaction would be different. And you had to memorize them all? I hated it. I was just like, it's just a rock, paper, scissors. The mood in the room became more lively. It was as good a moment as any to get started.
さーて、ぼちぼち始めようかね。
Okay.
それでみーちゃん、今日は何をやるのかな
Mion let out a small interjection as she rummaged through the so-called club locker. Every time I look, there's always a ton of things crammed in there. Everything that's jammed in that locker is a game of some kind, you know? On top of that, things used for penalty games like cat ears and collars were kept in there, which, you know, I feel like one inspection by, like, you know, someone who worked for the school should immediately get that, you know, confiscated for obvious reasons, but okay, it's fine, I guess. Capacity of that thing is unfathomable. That locker. Maybe it extended through the walls of the fourth dimension. Well, that's my theory anyway. If not that, then how else could you explain how someone could pull out item after item? After Mion touched her hand to her chin briefly in thought, she turned around without pulling out any games.
今日はさ、ちょっとシンプルにやってみようかね。大道具を使ったゲームばかりってのも大味で良くないでしょ。
Are we doing rock, paper, scissors? Are we gonna play thumbs up 7 up? Did you guys play that? Was that a Canada thing? I don't know. I always make references to stuff but then I don't realize like some of it is like exclusively Canada. Like a good example of this is a game called Grounders. If you know, you know, and that's all I'll say, but I know it's exclusively Canadian from my time researching it on the internet.
どんなゲームでもみんなでやれば大盛り上がりしますです。そうだね、そうだね。
Ren and I both expressed our agreement. I feel the same way. With this group, there's no doubt, even if we were pulling weeds from the school grounds, it would be fun.
私は楽しくないですわ。
Okay.
草むしりなんか。
あ、やっぱりか。っていうか、さとこ。人の表情を見て考えを読む。
I was going to say, because I hate how whenever this gets brought up, people are like, well, actually, when you read their inner thoughts, it's actually them like speaking under their, you know, mumbling it, just like with Ace Attorney there. Because people hit me with that, where they're like, oh yeah, it's actually not, like, it's actually that, no, you know, whatever. Whatever, man. You totally were reading our thoughts. And that's the excuse. They're like, well, maybe it just means that they're very easy to read, but like, that's really specific. How does your face resemble pulling weeds? I've always been told that, but ever since I transferred, it seems like it's been especially bad. I need to develop a poker face, or I could be in for a rough time. Okay, okay. What are we doing? We all immediately cut the idle chatter and put on stern expressions. In no time at all, everyone's gaze focused like a tiger or a shark, pick your choice, and listening intently. That's right. From the point where the rules are explained, the match has already begun. No. I've never actually heard of this. What is this? Sympathy. It means to share someone's feelings, right? Huh. Maybe I might know this. Okay. Oh. Isn't this the Newlywed Game? I don't know. Sounds familiar. Oh, I remember. I recall playing that game like that in grade school. We were on the bus during a field trip. You know what I played on the bus for field trips? Metroid Prime Hunters DS. What a good time. Everyone had their own DS. We all played download play. What a time. Mm-hmm. Donut. Think of donut. I don't know why. Pudding? Sure. Yeah, that works.
Okay. だったらさとこは手元のメモにプリンで全員で一斉の背で答えを公開し合う。で、プリンって書いた人が2人以上いれば
Okay, so you get points for sharing with people. That makes sense. Okay.
全員が同じ答えだったら最大5点入るわけ。
But I guess if everyone writes it down, then it doesn't matter because we all, like, if everyone's point goes up by 5, it doesn't matter.
つまりみんなと同じ答えになるように考えるのがコツなのです。
It was exactly as Rika-chan said. The point of this game was to think in a way so that you have the same answer as everybody else. For example, even if you heard the word dessert and immediately thought of strawberry sundae, almost like your Dante from the Devil May Cry series, if your answer doesn't match up with everybody else, you don't get any points. That's why you have to hold off on that answer and change to one that seems like everyone else will choose. Wow, this sounds like a game where you have to be a normie. The key becomes not what you think yourself, but being able to predict what everyone else will answer. It's a very high-level intellectual game.
さとこのために一回だけ練習をしてみましょうです。
OK。親は部長である私でいいよね。
Okay.
お題目を何か適当に。
I swear if one of them becomes like murder, Taking out her literature textbook, she began flipping to a random
じゃあ
page.
一回だけ練習戦ね。
Okay.
最初のお題目はかき氷。
Blue Hawaii.
かき氷って言ったら
Blue
決まってる
Hawaii.
よね。
Among the standard flavors of shaved ice, there's strawberry, melon, and blue Hawaii. The most popular amongst those is obviously melon. In Japan, probably, yeah.
みんな書いた？じゃあ一斉に公開するよ。一斉のせ。
いちごんとき
Sorry, Yuji Gintoki? What is that? That's not a word. Well, I'm the only one with melon.
お前
All
ら
girls love
い
strawberries.
ちごなんてスタンダードなつまんねえの選ぶだよな。おいレナ、かき氷でいちごなんか頼むかよ。夏祭りで一番早く売り切れるのはメロンって決まってるんだぜ。
レナもメロン味は好きだよ。でもやっぱりいちご味だよね。
To be fair,
よね
the red of on the shaved ice, I would say, is more iconic, right?
ケイちゃん、確かに私も選ぶならメロンにするよ。だけどね、これは連想ゲームだよ。かき氷って言ったらまず
Yeah,
元は
yeah,
いち
no,
ごで
right?
し
The,
ょ。
when you think of it, you imagine the shaved ice with the red on top. Still not entirely convinced, but in any case, it's this type of game.
リカのは何て書いてありますの？それかき氷
Yeah,
ですよ。
what did you write?
宇治金時です。
What the frick is an Ujigintoki?
たまらない美味しさなのですよ。
Is that a real thing? Well, it might be delicious, sure, but it's not exactly run of the mill. So that's a pretty okay, no, I'm googling this. What is Ujigintoki? I'm googling this. Let me see here. Okay. Turn off the Salty DK Dan video. Ujigintoki. Oh, okay, so it's a specific type of shaved ice, matcha shaved ice with sweet beans. Oh, it's like super traditional. It's like matcha with red beans. Yeah. Wow, it's not for me. It's not for me at all.
さとこ、これで大体わかったかな。いちごって書いた人は仲間が3人いるから。
Yeah,
3
but
点
again, you don't want it to be one where everybody gets points because then it doesn't matter.
この調子で
Huh.
点を競っていくわけ。
And I guess if you're the one picking the topic, since you don't get points, you'd want to pick one that seems divisive.
わかりましたわ。
Huh, there's actually some depth
ち
to
なみにミオ
this.
さん、今日の罰ゲームは何にしますですの？
Oh boy.
やっぱりあるんだね。何かな？何かな？
何にしようかね。ケイちゃん、何か提案ある？
罰ゲーム？そうだな。小学校
Okay.
の頃、罰ゲームってのがあったら、やっぱりあれだよな。そう、荷物持ちだ。
Schlepping? What does schlepping mean?
つまり負けた人が全員の荷物を持たされて運ぶってやつでしょ。
Well, that's like kind of nothing.
男子がよくやってるね。全身ランドセルだらけにして歩いてる小学
That's
生。
like whatever. I do that for fun with the groceries.
でもどうするの？さとこちゃんとリカちゃんのお家は私たちとは逆方向だよ。
じゃあ1位の荷物をビリが家まで運んであげるでいいんじゃない？
Okay, this might be interesting.
全員の荷物の宅配だと結構いい距離になっちゃうしね。
それくらいならいいかもね。なんだか今日の罰ゲームは簡単ですわね。
It's simple but
こ
effective.
の程度の罰ゲームではケイチさんにやらせても面白くありませんわ。
じゃあもうちょっとレベルアップしようかね。
Oh boy.
ただ荷物運びをするだけじゃなく、じゃーん、
Oh no, what is she doing?
これを着て荷物運びをしてもらうというのはどうかな？
What is she brought out?
なぜにメイド服？
Okay. Okay. You know, that's we at least get a butler outfit for ourselves?
しますの？
Yeah,
ケイイチさんに着れるサイズがなければ。
because I'm so huge, man. I'm giant. I'm like that kid who saw Jesus Christ in heaven when he died momentarily, and he was in heaven, and he was pumping his, he was like pumping, he was like a muscle monster, just pumping iron over and over. Muscles were growing, like, to the point where he didn't even look human anymore, and it was terrifying. I'm like that.
そこは抜かりないよ。ケイちゃん用にちゃんと XL サイ
okay,
ズも
well.
用意してあるもんね。
Great.
さあケイちゃん、覚悟はいい？メイドコスさせて外を練り歩かせてあげるよ。
See, but it's funny because, like, for this sounds like a massive, like, oh no, this is so embarrassing. But like nowadays, now there's like 3 things that this could do. One is that you would just get it, like, people would see that and go, well, they're just filming that for content. That, or someone will just go like, whoa, did you know, femboy Hooters open up? And it's like, you know, like, it would just be normal. The internet has destroyed the world now. But I guess at this time it would have been a little strange, and would have been a moment to laugh about in the town.
カチューシャからガーターベルトにショーツまで、
Oh,
全部揃ってるんだからね。
great.
絶対変だ。なんでそんなものがサイズごとに全部ロッカーに入ってるんだよ。
Better question, why is this allowed at the school? Right? I feel like that should be confiscated immediately. This is bad, Keiichi Maibara. Somehow it's become a situation where only my failure results in an overly cruel price to pay. What if I make a mistake and lose? I wouldn't be able to walk around in broad daylight anymore. Nah, you'd be fine eventually. Wait, oh, this is his thoughts? Oh, ma'am, about that Maibara boy. Did you hear about him? It seems like he has a penchant for cross-dressing. Oh my, really? Would that be so embarrassing, you know? Hmm.
それは辛すぎる。
That's just incredibly brutal. If we're to return this penalty to some semblance of normalcy, now is the time. Everybody, I think we should refrain from this unwholesome penalty game. You know, unlike what we're planning to do if the girls lose the big tournament. Why, on the way back home from school, do we have to be accompanied by a girl wearing a maid uniform and carrying our baggage? Having them say master while dragging them around in the village in such an embarrassing outfit. You know, it's... I'm just saying, there's maybe some upsides here. Wait, why am I panting? Wait, what is this? This feeling welling up inside me.
ねえ、やっぱり普通の荷物
See,
持ちにしようよ。
she's not having it.
ほら、ケイイチくんも固まっちゃってるし。
Burning with passion, I firmly placed my hands on Rena's shoulders.
罰ゲームが何かが問題じゃない。勝てばいいのさ。そうだろう、みんな。
I turned to everybody with an idiotic grin, my pearly whites flashing with a brilliant gleam. Hey, reminder, brush your teeth.
お、ケイちゃん、分かってきたね。どんな罰ゲームでも恐れない。勝てばいいんだから。だよな、みんな。えい、えい。
From Mion to Rika, everybody energetically thrust their fists upward. Only Rena seems somewhat undecided, standing there looking flustered. She's a little bit slow, isn't she? But buddy, you can't say that. If she wins, if she wins, even for Rena, it's quite a delectable
おいおい
opportunity.
レナ、これかなりのビッグチャンスだぜ。メイド服のリカちゃんはサトコをお持ち帰りできる史上最強のチャンスなんだぞ。
Oh, there's the sploosh. I don't like that sound effect for that, actually. Rena began spouting a fountain of blood from her nose. The look in her eyes completely changed while she shifted into cute mode. I was waiting for this, Rena. That look in her eyes.
お持ち帰り。別にケイイチくんでもミーちゃんでもいいんだよ。は
よし、全員覚悟は決まったね。じゃあメモの用意。第1問。
All right, let's do
いく
this.
よ。
Mion opened up her textbook to a random page and read out a word that caught her
まず
eye.
最初のお題目は夏休み。
Playing video games. Probably not the right answer for this, but this is yet another quite abstract keyword. Well then, let's not worry about it too much and start with something like this.
いい？いくよ。いっせーのせ。
On Mion's signal, everyone simultaneously held up what they wrote. Let's see, what did everyone write? Summer festival, fireworks, mosquito. Okay, but mosquito coils is kind of real. That's such a memorable smell.
お、レナと私が同じ答えだね。
Oh wait, you also are playing. So, okay, that's interesting. Okay, I thought the person who was doing the judging didn't play.
2点獲得。
That changes things a
さ
bit.
とこちゃんの花火ってのもいいよね。リカちゃんの蚊取り線香ってのも季語みたいでとってもいいと思うよ。
I honestly, some people might not understand, but like the smell of the mosquito coil is like, that is like quintessential summer. Yeah, it's been a long time since I smelled one. I should buy one just to use it, just to be like, to remind myself.
どの答えも実に涼やかなのです。
夏休みまでもうすぐだね。今年の夏はどうやって過ごすかな。
Invigorating words that evoke the image of a summer break. Certainly things that enrich the soul. As everyone approaches the soon-to-come summer break, a plethora of dreams should be etched upon their thoughts.
ところでケイチさんの答えは何ですの？早く見せなさいでございます。
Oh, we didn't flip it? I was wondering which is ours.
俺のは大した答えじゃ。
ダメダメ。見せるのがルールなんだから。ほらほら。
ああ、やめろよ。見るな。
Homework. Oh, no, but that's... Okay, but in Japan, that's real, too. That's real. The room went silent. Nobody could really follow up that response. It's as if my impertinent answer had somewhat sullied the wonderful dreams of the coming summer break.
ケイチ君の夏休みって楽しくなかったんだね。大丈夫ですよ。
I hate having to assign summer homework. I really do. 'Cause it's like... Man, it's a break. Take a break. You don't need to be doing this right now. But we're forced to.
今年の夏はみんなで過ごしましょうです。ケイチを一人ぼっちにはしませんですよ。
Rika-chan gently petted my head. What exactly did summer break mean to me? Summer courses, observing sunflowers, practice exams, special summer focus seminars. I know nothing of hot summers, because I've always been in an air-conditioned cram school. Which is crazy, because you don't seem that smart. Oh, maybe that's why he was in the cram school. Oh, that makes sense. The tears, they...
ケイちゃんの夏休み、灰色だったんだね。
うわー、そんな哀れみの目で俺を見るんじゃね
This game called Sympathy may be more terrifying than I could ever imagine.
まあとにかく、
All
私と
right.
レナは2点獲得ね。続けていくよ。次は
Salmon.
魚。
Salmon. So it's fish. Come to think of it, I haven't eaten sushi in a while. By the way, other than lean tuna, I'm quite the connoisseur of things like flounder. Oh, but tuna's real good. I'm also way more into sashimi. I think just get rid of the rice and you just have the fish and it's so good. Man, I have a place near me that I can get salmon belly, like 6 pieces. Oh my god, it comes served on just like shaved ice and you just like, oh, it's so good. I break my spine. That wasn't meant to happen. I wonder who who I'll match with this answer. Because for a Japanese person, anybody would think of this.
じゃあいいかみんな。今度は俺から公開するぜ。
Okay.
一斉のせ。
Sushi. How about that for an answer? When you see a lively fish, do you want to steam it or grill it? No, to have fresh sashimi is the epitome of cuisine. Hell yeah, brother. Or rather than write sashimi, however, I'll choose the more amiable term in sushi. That is my cunning ploy. But the contrary to the intrepid resolve of my reply, everyone's expression was listless.
そうだよね。お魚って、うん、
Oh, is that like a city person
お寿
response?
司は美味しいもんね。
うわーそんな道場っぽく言うな
じゃあ残る全員も公開するよ。
All right. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be tuna, salmon, puffer fish, and like octopus, I bet.
せーの。イルカ。
Oh, okay, that's... I don't think they're a fish. That is absolutely not a fish. That's a mammal.
水族館。
Okay, fair, you put them
水
inside.
族館。
You okay?
理科と同じ答えですわね。2点獲得ですわ。
レナはクジラか。私も考えたんだけどね。
That's not a
イルカ
fish.
にしちゃった。
That's also not a fish. It has an air hole.
ああ、そうだったの？レナは最初イルカって書いたんだけど、
It's not a fish.
誰も書かないかなって思って。
We're the only one who picked a fish.
どちらもとっても可愛いのですよ。
Everybody, excluding me, stopped and stared blankly as their thoughts drifted over the horizon. It seems as if they can hear the roar of the open sea from over there.
これで全員2点獲得ですわね。ケイチさん以外。
No.
ケイチくんの答え0点だけど、レナはとっても独創的で面白いと思うな。
魚と聞いて真っ先に食用に走るとは。ケイちゃん、心の貧しさを恥じた方がいいよ。うん。
Can a man not live by his stomach alone? That's like we need the pleasures of the body. And one of those is food. There's other pleasures of the body. We don't need to talk about those. But food is one of them. And in my humble opinion, I'm going to say it, in my humble opinion, out of all of the carnal pleasures, food is the peak. Okay? I'm just going to say it outright. Food can go way above any other pleasure of the flesh. It can be that good. That, or maybe I've had not as good experiences with the others. But like, hot damn. You have a meal and you are just like, you know, like the whole clothes exploding thing from Food Wars? Like, that's real, man. That's how it feels. Versus other stuff where it's like, not as much. It's okay, you know. Love food. Love to eat. It's a problem. The doctor says I should stop.
心が貧しいとか言うなだいたいミオンとレナの答えは何だよ。
Thank you.
哺乳類だし
I shouldn't be happy that me and Keiichi are having similar thoughts, because judging by his other thoughts, that's not a good thing.
全会一致で却下。次の問題いくよ。
What a horrid game this is today. As the games pile on and on, seems if I will be further exposed as a petty human being. I'm the only one who still hasn't earned any points. I want to at least get a point in the next round.
さて次のお題目は
Okay.
桜。
So, Bakushin. Bakushin, Bakushin, Bakushin. Bakushin, Bakushin, Bakushin. Damn it! This time I'll do it. Keep your cool, Keiichi Maibara. Don't think what you would normally think. Everybody else here is a woman. Stop thinking like a man. If you write down Sakura Mochi here, you'll only be repeating the tragedies of the past. Throw away that gastrocentric male sensibility. Just for now, think of yourself as a girl. You are a girl. You're a girl. I'm now a girl.
みんな書けたかな？
Yes. I mean, yes.
ケイチさん、今度くらい得点 現できないとや
What
ばい
is
で
it
は
gonna
ござい
be?
ませんの。
This time it's perfect. I've completely suppressed my own instincts. This time I will have a match. No, I will make it match.
ケイイチくん今度は自信たっぷりだね。レナね、今度はケイイチくんと
Oh my god.
男の子の身になって考えたんだよ。
Rena,
桜餅。
Rena!
僕も大好きなのです。炊きましたですよ。
I'm going to scream. Rena and Rika giggle together.
うわー今頃になって食い気を出すんじゃね
ではケイイチさんは私と同じではございませんこと。
Okay.
お花見ですのよ。
そうだよね。桜って言ったらお花見しかないでしょ。
I'm surprised, like, for the stuff that we've had before translated, they're not translating what Hanami
私も書い
is.
たよ。
Let's see. Mion's and Satoko's response was Hanami. Hanami? Seriously?
お花見なんて
Yeah, okay, they explain it
さらす
still.
親父イベントの定番だろうがなんで今頃になってあっさり女の子な答えを放棄するんだよ
What, is it gonna be like tree or flower?
じゃあ何ケイちゃん。あんたどんな女の子の答えを書いたわけよ。
なんでもないよ次行こう次
What is it? Before I knew it, Rika had circled behind me and was intently reading the memo I'd hidden behind my back.
口紅って書いてありますです。
Wait. No. Wait, that's such a good answer. That's really good. What did she say, though, for the other one?
口紅って書いてありますです。
Yeah, that sounds like an entirely different thing. Yo, I love card captors. Go watch my playthrough of the one, like, translated card captors game. Or, well, card captors Sakura. It's like a 4-video thing, and it's a good time. It became dead quiet. The abrupt silence enveloped the room. It'd be fine if somebody at least laughed at me or played it off as something dumb, but nobody even flinched. The feeling in the pit of my stomach reached critical mass, causing my once blood-drained face to flush with a sudden wave of heat.
さ
Oh, Sakura can only mean card master is weird because okay, well they're barely skirting the line. Let's we know what he's saying. Can only mean card captors, Sakura, can it? It's a super popular anime that's broadcast every week on the government-run networks. It also has amazing animation. It's broken through to every demographic from little girls to grown men. That's me. That's me. I'm grown men. You've seen it, haven't you? No, you've definitely seen it. Even I've seen it.
いや、そんな力説しなくてもよく知ってるよ。
It's that thingy where she fights in a different costume every week, right? Dude, it's so good. Like, actually, the fact that there's so many costumes and they're all so cute.
うん。知ってる知ってる。
Yeah. Yep. It's cute, isn't it? Rena sometimes browses through it at the magazine stand to keep up with the story. I saw it for the first time recently. Sakura is cool and cheerful at this all the time. I like that girl who's always filming with the camcorder, because you're the same character. You're the same. It's not just popular with little girls, it's also surprisingly well received by older boys, isn't it? To think that Kei-chan was one of those. I feel like I had inadvertently blurted out something unnecessary and had completely self-destructed, but that wasn't the main problem. So you all knew it, don't you? Then why didn't you write it down? Sakura means Sakura Kinomoto. Or, if you're like me, Sakura Avalon. That was her name in the Canadian dub that was really bad. And, well, it was bad, but it was good. It was weird. Card captors. That opening still rocks, though. Sakura-tan. Pant. Card captor Sakura's the right answer. Oomph. Mion quietly put her hand on my shoulder.
ケイちゃん、
Uh-huh.
今確信したわ。
Uh-huh.
ケイちゃんは骨の髄まで親父なんだよ。
Okay.
強制不能なくらい。
なんでみんなそんな同情的な目で見るんだ。
そんなことないよ、ケイチくん。さあ頑張ろう。ここから大逆転だよ。
Yeah, here it comes.
親父なケイチさんに逆転などありえませんわ。おとなしく今日の罰ゲームをおくらいなさいませ。
What was today's penalty game again?
メイドさん衣装、
Alright.
注射、ガーターベルト付きで1位の人の荷物を運ぶの
I
です
swear to God, if they
よ。
all tie and we have to do it for everyone.
我が部の部員ならこの絶対不利を覆してごらん。さあさあ続けていくよ。
Well, looks like we're the one gonna be wearing the maid outfit. At this point, you just gotta smile and do it, huh? That's what memories are made of, kiddo. Is that a nervous laughter?
ケイチくんが嬉しそうだよ。なんでだろう、なんでだろう。
きっと女装の喜びに目覚めちゃったんだよ。
Hmm.
あ、ケイチくん、カチューシャ落ちそうだよ。直してあげるね。
Rena cheerfully adjusted the headband that had been enshrined upon my head.
そうよケイちゃん。本物の女の子の前で女の子の格好をする快感に目覚めたりとかした？
Please, my name is now Peppermint.
正直に言ってごらん。大丈夫。笑ったりしないから。
うわー、てめえぶっ殺す。
Swinging Mion's bag around wildly, I chased her in circles for a bit. Some people would pay for a maid to chase them in circles. Today's loser was quickly decided to be me. When I had been assured of finishing last, Mion showed her true power. She began racking up points with an iron fist. In the end, we didn't even have to add up the score to know who was on top. So I guess we're going to her house. After that, in the changing room, with much wailing and gnashing of teeth, pushing the boundaries of shame and brutality, I was instructed by Mion on how to put on everything from ribbons to underwear. Damn you, Mion. What do you mean knowing this will come in handy one day? Yeah, when you become a streamer. Look, listen. If YouTube doesn't work out, like if your Let's Plays don't work out, buddy, you already know how to get the views. It's that simple. Thank God mine do well.
ケイちゃん声大きい声大きい。黙ってりゃ演劇のお稽古くらいでごまかせるんだから。
そうだよ。大騒ぎしたら、その個性的な趣味の人だって勘ぐられちゃうよ。
How would they get that part? I shuddered from head to toe, resisting the urge to scream.
でもケイちゃんってさ、お肌のキメ細かいよね。
Thanks. I use moisturizer. Yeah, men can do that too.
お化粧のノリがいいってよく言われない？
Saying that, Mion gently rubbed my cheek. Whoa! What kind of a man gets praised for being easy to apply makeup on them?
メイドさんのカチューシャをつけた感想はどう？これぞまさに画量転生。カチューシャこそがメイド衣装の真骨頂だもんね。
何が画量転生だ。バカこら、いじるな。
ケイチくん照れてる。かいい。
そうそう。男の人ってフリフリとかって好きなんだよね。
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen the appeal. I don't really get them. Weird, whatever.
どうよ。それを自分で身につけてみた感想は。
I feel like it'd be annoying because it'd be like falling down all the time, you know?
感想なんて別にバカやめろ。めくるな。
キュッとするでしょ。歩くたびに足元スースーするの。
Oh, that just sounds
ちゃんと
annoying.
感じてる。
Also, you're a pervert. Stop! Don't whisper such strange things in my ear. Oh, my miserable manhood suddenly shifted. Eek! I am in real life.
やっと気づいたかな。そう、今ケイちゃんは成人男子垂涎のメイドさんそのものなんだよ。
No? Stop it, Mion! Really? Why do you have to whisper that right in my
メイド
ear?
さんをギューって抱きしめたいって思ったことない？ケイちゃんは今ね、そのメイドさん
Oh
に
my
一
god,
体
what
化
are
し
we
てるの。
doing?
わかる？それはね、肌を重ねるよりもずっと近い距離。ほら、息吹や鼓動が聞こえてこない？
What are we doing?
みーちゃん、それって
On the verge of overheating. A long red line flowed off out of Rena's
ちゃんとお化
nose.
粧して、ケイちゃん好みのストレートロングのカツラかぶせて、ケイちゃんの理想をそのままの美少女にコーディネートしてあげるよ。
Mion, we can't ever let you get onto the internet. You will ruin people's lives.
そしたらさ、私と一緒に街を歩こうよ。きっと男たちの視線を独り占め。
Oh my god.
それはきっととても気持ちのいいことだよ。これである一部分を除けば本物の女の子なのにな。
What are we doing? Saying that, she tried to flip my skirt. Wow! This is definitely not the time. I can't let them see me with this male-centric problem. Crash thud. Before I realized it, Rena was caressing my head and rubbing me with her cheek.
もじもじしてるケイチくん、すごく可愛かったよ。お持ち帰り。
Peering through Rena's vice-like embrace, I saw Mion lying spread eagle on her back. I see. That must be what Satoko and Rika-chan feel like when they become Rena's prey. After that, it took quite some time to calm Rena down from her frenzy.
じゃあね、ケイちゃん。今日は最高に楽しかったわ。
Do I gotta wear this home?
覚えてろ、ミヨン。今日の屈辱はきっと10倍にして返す。
How do we even approach our parents with this?
絶対に俺が圧勝して
How do we even do it?
これ以上にすごい服着せてお
Yeah,
持ち帰りし
but
てやる。
no, here's the problem. If we lose, they think we're a pervert for walking around in a maid uniform. If we win and we subject Mion to some horrible thing, then they think we're a pervert for subjecting Mion to this. There's no winning. Our life is a constant series of losses.
おじさんに勝てたらね、その機会を楽しみにしてるわ。
Mion tossed me my clothes, looking in as good a mood as I've ever seen her, left. Okay
ミヨ
now.
ンから解放された今、俺は1
Yeah,
分
we
1秒で
kinda-
も早くうちに逃げ帰る必要がある。
We kinda gotta go.
そうだね。
Yeah?
レナはみーちゃんみたいに上手じゃないから、
What does that mean?
誰かとすれ違ってもフォローしてあげられないからね。
Oh. Great. Soon after that, I went out into a full-out dash. Pretty sure I was running the 100-meter in about 6 seconds there.
じゃあね、ケイチくん。また明日ね。
おう、また明日な。
The fact that I didn't bump into anybody I knew was probably divine favor for my constant good behavior. What good behavior? It's been going my way today. At that moment, the front door opened as if somebody was waiting for me.
おお、ケイチ、帰ったか。お父さんはこれから散歩。
Hi, Dad. I was dumbstruck by how slow my father was to react. A normal person would have realized the peculiar scene before them around. Oh, Keiichi.
父さん、これはほら、いつも話してる部活の罰ゲームなんだよ。
Is he just like, don't worry, your mother and I have happened before?
今日はたまたま俺が負けちゃって。
My dad placed his hand on my shoulder. It was an oddly moist, uncomfortably warm hand.
ケイチ、父さんとアトリエでちょっとお話ししような。
Okay, moist as in embarrassed, right?
母さんには内緒でだ。
No, we're not making. No, we're not making this joke, are we?
やだよお父さん話してよ俺今から見たいテレビが
We're not making the joke I think we're making, are we? Mion, you will rue this day. Okay, okay, artistic. Okay. Oh, I got red for a second there. Okay. I mean, it's still bad, but it's not what I thought it was. His artistic flame raging like a wildfire. My dad dragged me along. I disappeared into the depths of the studio. He's just using it for art inspiration. That's okay, I guess. Maybe.
Keiichi, いる？あら、お風呂だったのね。
I'm washing off my sins, Mom.
それ化粧水よ。
My sins were really caked on, Mom.
いやそれより何
just brush it off.
ごめんね。母さんちょっと頭が痛くてお夕飯作れそうにないの。だから申し訳ないんだけど、お父さんと一緒に表に食べに行ってくれる？
My mom is a go-get-em superwoman at work, but it occasionally takes a toll on her health. So this kind of situation is hardly a rarity.
それはいいけど母さんは晩飯はどうするの
母さん一人なら適当になんとかするから。行ってらっしゃい。
ケイチ、車で行くから早くしなさい。
Okay, going for a ride. Dad quickly got the car ready. It's already dark, which is crazy because it's summer. You'd think you'd think everything would be still bright. He must be hungry. He only really moves so energetically when it's time to eat.
お待たせでどこに食べに行くの
お父さんな、この間いいお店見つけたんだよ。
Okay.
そこ行こうか。
My dad usually only complains about things. For him to actually praise something is unexpected. I wonder what kind of place it is that he'd rank it 3 stars. Oh god. Don't even get me into the whole thing about like, okay, you go to Japan and you see a restaurant marked 3.5 stars. And like, that's how you know it's a good restaurant. Because they don't rank it as like we do in North America, where it's like, oh, did the food not kill you? You need to give it 5 stars or it'll shut down, right? There they do like, they literally, they grade it quite harshly, where if you find a 5-star restaurant, it's either going to be the most expensive thing you've ever seen, or they pay off their customers to do ratings, right? Yeah, 3 stars is actually like totally fine. It's actually usually good there. As one who seeks the way of the gourmand, I, Keiichi Maibara, am genuinely intrigued. The headlights of the car cut through the early darkness of the Hinamizawa night, carving a straight path towards town. I was pondering where such a gem of a restaurant could be hidden away. It was, shockingly, the family restaurant right by the station. Oh, it's Denny's, huh?
いい店ってここ
Oh my god, wait, this is where we met with what's his face. Right. The words, Angel Mort? Okay, so it's not Denny's, were written in a very family restaurant-esque cartoonish logo. Had the air of a girl-oriented all-you-can-eat cake buffet rather than a proper restaurant.
ケイチは入ったことないだろう。
Come to think of it, I hadn't. It's been some times where I've traveled to faraway towns to eat, but returning only as far as Okonomiya Station, so there were really no reason to dine out. Home was just a stone's throw away after all. I see. That was the reason I never noticed it before. I'm sorry, is that a little maid girl there? This does look... Wait, this looks like that one Denny's. This looks exactly like that one Denny's that I've been to. Well, I didn't go to it, but I've been in front of it in Tokyo. It has the same stairs going up and everything. We stopped the car in the restaurant's parking lot. It seems like business is booming. There's quite a few cars parked here. What really amazes me are the license plates. There's a lot of them that can't be from this area. Fukuyama, Nagoya, well that's fine. Chiba? Saitama? Opening my mental geography book, I calculated how long it would take here would have taken to get here via the major highways.
ケイイチもどうやらこの店の凄みに気づいたようだな。
どういうこと？この店に来るためにこんなに遠方から人が来るってこと？
Following my dad, I climbed the steps and entered the building. Yeah, it looks just like a regular family restaurant, right? The bell attached to the door clattered as we entered, and a waitress soon greeted us. After confirming our party and whether we wanted a smoking or non-smoking seat, God, remember those days? Probably not. Most of you are not. You're too young. She guided us inside. Dad ordered 2 of the daily specials. Seemed like they were ready-made, so there wasn't much of a wait at all until our meals were brought to us. Taste was, no offense to Dad, not so different from your run-of-the-mill family restaurant.
味だけで言えば普通のファミレスに見える。
味なんかはどうでも
Oh, see, I was wondering. I'm like, is this about the girls?
なあ、いいだろう。
It's about the girls. I see. It might just be that the food here might be nothing more than average. The demographic of customers was pretty much all young men. It may call itself a family restaurant, but there wasn't a single table with a family. And yet it was packed. The parking lot was filled with cars from all corners of the country. They didn't come far and wide to eat this completely mediocre food, well, then there's only one other reason. Dad took us to Hooters. So Dad took us to Hooters instead. Dad flagged down a nearby waitress.
すみません。セットのデザートがまだ来ないんですけど。
申し訳ございません。
Well, I know who you are.
日替わり A セットのデザートです。
That is an insane outfit. What the frick are you wearing?
さっきからずーっと待ってるんですけどね。
You look like Mary Rose from Dead or Alive.
すみません。すぐにお持ちしま
All
す
right,
ので。
I need to see what you look like in other art styles. How do I do that again? P. Let's see here. Good heavens, that almost looks terrible. Okay. See, that's not bad. Okay, well, again, we're sticking with this. I actually almost wonder if that looks better than the original art style for that one. The apparently rookie waitress rushed off flustered.
父さん、
I have a good idea who that is.
ひょっとしてこの店って。
いいだろう。ここのウェイトレスさんの制服。
Bam!
何をするんだケイチ。
No, you kind of deserve this. Mom's sick.
父さんにも殴られたことないのに。
Oh, that's really sad
俺は
then.
息子だ。
いいかケイチ。父さんは決して不埒なつもりで来ているんじゃないんだぞ。あのグッドでキュートでエキセントリックな衣装から受けるインプレッションを。
Quel effet, quelle impression, that's not bad.
芸術的インスピレーションをお前に感じさせてやりたかったんだよ。
Are we gonna go up to Dad's studio and it's all like super pervert stuff?
お前だってこういう刺激を求めていたはずだ。そうだろう。でも一人じゃ恥ずかしい。
I don't know, bringing your son is even worse.
分かってる。だから父さんが無理やり連れてきたんだ。父さんのせいにしていいんだぞ。父さんが泥をかぶったとしてもケイイチにはこの気持ちを分かって欲しかったんだ。ああ、トイレ行ってくる。
Oh. My father always has a bad habit of trying to hide his embarrassment using incomprehensible nonsense as a smokescreen. I want to believe that this weirdness won't be genetic. Buddy, I have bad news for you. Continuing his one-sided rambling, my father stood up and headed to the washroom. With him gone, I was left alone in the booth. Finally, at this time, a feeling of embarrassment welled up inside me. I had nothing to do but go beet red with shame. The waitress from before returned, her eyes alternating between the order slip at the table. 'Arriving at my seat, she hesitantly tried to say something. A more veteran waitress offered some advice from over her shoulder. Just calm down and say sorry for the wait.
大変お待たせして申し訳ありませんでした。
Right, just like that. Do your best. Whispering that into her ear, the veteran waitress left. The waitress must have really just been hired. With an absolute lack of confidence, she moved hesitantly and maybe even somewhat perilously. Just watching her put me on edge. I silently watched as she placed the dessert on the table with an inexperienced hand. But it's just as Dad said, what incredible uniforms these are. They were like bunny girl plus maid plus some like frilly outfit, all in perfect ratio. Most certainly a rather dubiously charming kind of fashion. In any case, she in no way appeared to be a proper waitress. What should I do? I was catching glimpses of too many things. That is, I don't know where I should look. Wearing something like that, walking around a restaurant, well, it's as bad as it could be for indigestion. Even though she was wearing the outfit, this particular waitress has no idea what to do either. This flustered state, without a doubt, should be attributed to the amount of bare skin showing rather than being new to the job. Both the waitress and I mutually avoided eye contact. What a platonically embarrassing feeling this is. I'm a customer, you know. It's alright to be more straightforward. Oh, my nose is starting to bleed. At that moment, our eyes just happened to meet. Both of us blinked, doubting who we were looking at. What? This is...
ミオンだよな。
On top of her hair being let down, she was so far removed from her usual confidence-filled attitude, I didn't realize it was her at all. It was Mion! I'm gonna say it's not. But that's because, again, I know at least that there is the other sister, but why is she
お
here?
前、なんでこんなとこで働いてるんだよ。
おじさんのお店の手伝い。
Yeah, no, listen, like, and honestly, I think, again, this is a situation where the voice acting kind of changes things. If this wasn't voice acted, I might believe it's Mion, but because we hear the voice and it is so clearly not her, oh, I think they would get them two different voice actors, right? I think so. You know, that sort of helps. Plus, I mean, we've had the openings, so. Come to think of it, I did hear her talk about how her relatives have stores in towns that she sometimes works part-time to help in them.
おお、それはご苦労さんなことで。
That nervous feeling I had dissipated in an instant. Knowing that this was Mion, there was no reason to feel that way. Oh god, we're gonna deeply embarrass ourselves. Well, actually, my animal instincts tells me that the power balance between Mion and myself had been turned upside down. That's right, I'm a customer. My position is superior to hers. The humiliation from today's penalty game was cutting through the recesses of my mind. There really is a god. For him to grant me this opportunity for revenge? Noticing the flames of vengeance burning in my eyes, Mion took a step
し
back.
かし、こうして見ると、結構そういう服も似合ってるじゃねえの。
恥ずかしいんだからその。
Oh, this is super
あま
not
り見な
her.
いでよ。
I confirm my preemptive strike was a clean hit. There's no mistaking that Mion is currently defenseless. Well, I don't know that word, man. While confirming my attack was successful, I simultaneously lined up the
ミオン
combo.
って結構胸があるから
Okay,
今
we're
でも
just,
見え
you're
ちゃい
just,
そうだ
you're
よ
just.
ね。
I mean, we were all thinking it.
お客さんみんな見てるぞきっと。
Also,
こと
we
言わないでよ。
we would probably be kicked out of the restaurant for saying
恥
this,
ずかし
but
がったふりしてもダメだからな。ミオンはそういう恥ずかしい衣装で男の目を引いて楽しんでんだろ。
this is actually awful because this is not
じゃな
Mion.
きゃそんな格好できないもんな。
私だってその好きでこんなしてるわけじゃ。
Is this all right, Keiichi Maibara? Aren't you taking this a little too far? Even if it's payback for that humiliation during the day, isn't this too much? Hey, shut up, logic. Oh my god, are we playing Disco Elysium right now? To pay back Mion tenfold is a chance you'll hardly get.
こんな恥ずかしい格好してお母さんは悲しんでるぞ。
We are failing every coin flip.
その見えそうで見えないのが最高だよな。もっと近う寄れ。
堪忍して。
お客様への奉仕の心がまだまだでおじゃるぞよ。
どうかお許しを。
あうお持ち帰り。
Oh, see, and that's an inside joke. but it just makes us sound like a criminal. Entering a version of Ren as cute mode. Okay, it's contagious. Blood spewing from my nose like a waterfall. I was going until I had no regrets. I was gonna complete this verbal humiliation I mean revenge for today's events.
これくらいで今日は許してやろう。
はう
Okay, what was that noise, buddy? Seems that Mion's neural circuits had completely shorted from the embarrassment. I might have teased her a little too much, or so I thought, but such a meek Mion is something you hardly ever see, so this was good for now. Leaving aside what exactly was
し
good.
かし知らなかったな。天下ごめんのミオンがウェイトレスは苦手なんてな。
あの
Oh,
違
yeah.
でも意外な一
Oh
面だよ
boy.
な。昼間のミオンに見せてやりたいよ。
Okay. You know what this is reminding me of? I unironically had a moment where I was at a big function and I ran into somebody who I didn't expect to see there, but I was like, "Oh, hi." And I started talking to them and chatting with them. Like when I say big function, I'm talking like 3,000 people, like huge amount of people. And like I started talking with them, and I went up and I was like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing here?" Blah 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 blah. And actually, like, they hit me with the, "Who are you?" like going on. I'm like, "What the frick?" And then I walked away and I'm like, "That was weird." Yeah, I didn't know that one of my coworkers had a twin, and I just actually had, you know, sort of like this, except 9,000 times less embarrassing, and also she was like a 60-year-old Ukrainian lady. So very very, very, very different.
っていうか、レナたちにも見せてやりたいな。レナなんかきっと狂乱して喜ぶぞ。あいつこの店で働きたいとか言い出すんじゃないかな。
I hope not. She's too innocent.
違うんです。
俺もミオンにこんな可愛い服装が似合うなんて夢にも思わなかったぜ。
だから違うんです。
Please use your words. While turning bright red, Mion finally spit out the words that were lodged in her throat.
違うって何がだよ。
ミオンじゃないんです。
Ah, there we go. Huh? I was taken aback at Mion's confusing words.
ミオンじゃないって。じゃあお前は誰だよ。園崎ミオンだろ。
ごめんなさい。言いそびれちゃってたんですけど、私園崎シオンなんです。
Oh my god, it's Shion. Well. Kingdom Hearts fans. We know that name. I hate when people name, I'm assuming they're twins. I hate when people name twins like cute, like similar names. Don't do that. You're setting them up to be a pair for life.
姉がミオンなんですよ。
No, don't fall into this trap. They might still be twins. I've given this speech once, but I'll say it again. No, there's no older or younger for twins. You're born at the same time. It doesn't, when it's seconds or minutes apart, it doesn't change anything. But okay, it's fine, whatever. I don't care anymore. I'll let people say whatever they want, whatever, I don't care. My eyes unconsciously widen with surprise from this brazenly crazy talk. Mion probably thinking that there was, oh, you don't believe her. Probably thinking that there was no way such a far-fetched excuse would work. Turned bright red while fidgeting nervously.
シオン？園崎シオン？
はい。よくお姉に間違われるんです。
でも俺に会った時初対面とは思えない反応を示したよな。
Interesting.
それは
Oh.
いつもお姉が話してる人だから。
We're that well known. Just you see him and immediately go, oh my god, that's him, isn't it? A little bit of a cringeworthy excuse, that is. But when I looked at Mion's eyes, which begged me to believe her, the urge to tease completely subsided. To us, Mion had to be a leader who was normally overflowing with confidence, a guiding force. If I were to lash out at that Mion, I would have ruined something that I shouldn't have. That was something I would never wish for. So, I understand. This foolishness here is something very different from the everyday Mion. Buddy, I think this is more believable than the fact that she has a different persona, you know? That's why she's Shion. No, I think that this is actually just a sister.
だったら悪かったな。
いえ、分かってくれればいいんです。
She has completely different energy.
お姉も敵の多い人ですから。
Well, now she's self-aware of the fact now, is she? As I unintentionally laughed out loud, Shion laughed with me.
シオンはこういう仕事初めてなのか？慣れてなさそうだったからさ。
実は今日が
Oh, literally the
ケイ
first
ちゃんが
customer.
初めてのお客さんなの。
A little flustered after saying that, she quickly asked if it was okay for her to refer to me the same way her sister did. Seeing that blatant quirk was so cute, I couldn't stop laughing.
おじさんの店でバイトしてるってのは前に聞いてたからさ。もっと手慣れてるものだと思ってたぜ。
お店持ってる親類って他にもいるの。だからこのお店のおじさんの手
You
伝
know,
いを
this
するの
might-
は初めてで。
This might be the same actress as Mion. It might be. I see, makes sense. Nobody would be tentative. Sorry. Anybody would be tentative doing a job they weren't used
ミ
to.
オンはこの店手伝いに来ないのか？
お姉ってほら
Yeah,
こういう可愛いの苦手なんで。
that's fair. She's better at the soaplands is what you're saying. I know what she's trying to
そうだ
say.
な。ミオンってかっこいい系の方が似合うやつだもんな。
Like soaplands.
だからこの店の手伝いはシオンちゃんが来て正解だったと思うぜ。
Shion asked, probably thinking she misheard me.
その制服、ミオンなんかには絶対に似合わないと思うけど、シオンちゃんにはよく似合ってると思うしさ。
それって
Shion, like Ren often does, spaced out and turned bright red.
どういう意味なのかな。
Boy, our dad is taking the fattest dump in the Hooters washroom right now. Oh my god, he's gonna be the stink master for that place. At least for this moment, it felt like the Shion character actually existed. Because there was no way that the Mion I knew had this side to her. Almost like she's a real person, buddy. At that moment, we realized that the more veteran waitress was waving at us from across the room.
園崎さん、R 入っちゃっていいですよ。
Mion finally returned to her senses. It seemed as if it was time for her to take her break.
じゃあ私はこれで噂のケイちゃんと話せて楽しかったです。
ミオンと勘違いしていじめて悪かったな。ミオンには改めて復習すると伝えておいてくれ。
メイドの格好をさせられ
That's a
て
scary face.
表を歩かせられたんですよね。
That's a scary face. That devilish laugh and smile, it was exactly the same as the one I knew.
そうだ。たっぷり書かされた恥はきっとお返しすると伝えておいてくれ。
で、それより私、今日いじめられたこと、お姉にチクりますから。お姉に部活で仇を取られちゃってくださいね。
Are we gonna literally have this whole game of like, is she real or is she not? Because, I mean, it's like, I don't know. Again, maybe when the game came out, that'd be a real mystery, but I feel like, again, one of the few things I knew was that she had a sister, just because of pop culture. So, might just be lost on me. Mion laughed with a warm smile devoid of any remaining nervousness and disappeared into the back. Felt like I had a very valuable experience today. That's right. For now I know the high and mighty Mion has a weak point to panic and get embarrassed about. But, of all things, for her to say she has a twin sister, okay, it is twin. I thought that maybe I should ask Renatmore if she really has a sister, and Rena will say, yes, but maybe it's better I didn't ask. It's a bit mean-spirited. Oh, Buddy, I've decided that the person I met here today was Shion, the younger twin sister, so I'll refrain from doing anything that would deny that. It's not like we made a promise or anything, but that little exchange gave birth to a new rule between me and Mion. Oh my god. Buddy, you're so stupid. Somebody tapped me on the shoulder. It was my dad. That was a long trip to the washroom. He probably came up with a new idea for an art piece while he was sitting on the can.
Keiichi, そろそろいいか?
Did he paint it in there? Oh god, with what?
帰ろう.
You didn't even eat your dessert that you complained about. Settling the bill, my father had his customer card stamped. It was pretty much filled. Damn, Dad, you're quite the regular
さ
customer.
っきの新米ウェイトレスさんはケイ
なんだ、物陰から見てたのかよ。
Dad has the oddest sense of tact sometimes.
学校の子かい？ひなみ沢の？
うん。俺の友達のミオンってやつの妹なんだよ。学校はひなみ沢じゃなくて、町野に通ってるみたいだね。学校じゃ会ったことないから。
You're literally saying the truth, but you don't believe it.
へえ。ひなみ沢の子ってみんなケイイチと同じ学校に通ってるわけじゃないのか。
半分くらいらしいよ。半分の生徒は町の学校まではるばる自転車で登校してるんだってさ。
Now, my question is, why would they go to different schools? You know? In this way, the feeling that I was really talking to Shion came to me. What should I say to Mion tomorrow? I met your little sister or something like that. Even with Mion being like that, us having a little secret between the two of us made me both a little happy and a little embarrassed. Oh my god, buddy. He's so stupid. I played a number of games with stupid main characters, and they're only stupid in one or two ways, but I'd say that this character is genuinely stupid. Okay, does Shion really exist? Let's what would it say? Double the fun, meet Shion. Let's see here. Is there really a Shion?
ミオンさんの家族？
Yeah.
ああ、もっと平たく言えば、あいつに兄弟とかいないのかなって思ってさ。
I was actually wondering whether her younger twin sister named Shion really existed. And my curiosity got the better of me, so I quietly asked Satoko about it.
どうなんでございましょうね。いるやらいないやら。
You know what? That's fair. I have friends that I'm like, do they have a sibling? I can't tell you. She wasn't being very clear about it. Had Satoko never gone over to Mion's house to play?
その反応からすると、会ったことがないみたいだな。
You know, I feel like, and this is gonna sound so terrible, if any character had divorced family energy, it is Mion. She feels like someone who might be directly responsible for a family splitting up.
ええ、おばあさん以外にはありませんですわ。
Or maybe does she live with the grandmother? As far as I could tell, there were already dark clouds over the Shion is real theory.
そういうのは理科が詳しいですわよ。理科に聞いてごらんなさいですわ。
Satoko waved over to Rika-chan, who was basking in the sunlight.
理科、ミオンさんのご家族のことをご存知ですの？
Rika-chan was surprised at the sudden question.
ミーには家族や親戚がいっぱいいますですから。
そんなにたくさんいるのか。例えばさ、園崎シオンってやつはいるのか？聞き間違いかもしれないから、ひょっとすると実在しないかもしれないんだけど。
C ですか？ C はいますですよ。
Okay. Huh? That was unexpected. So she was real.
よく似た名前ですのね。間違えて舌を噛んじゃいそうですわ。ミーの双子の妹さんだと聞いたことがありますですが、あまり会ったことはないのです。
Rika knew a bit about her as well, but hadn't seen her
何
much.
年か前に法事の集まりがあった時に会ったような気がしますですよ。
Interesting.
このクラスにいないってことは、学校は沖宮の方に通っているってわけかな。
お家も沖宮なのかもしれませんわよ。
Okay, there we go.
ミョンさん自身家族とは別でおばあさんと暮らしてるわけです。
So it is just Mion and her grandma. She didn't live with her parents? That was a bit odd. Was there something between them?
とてもややこしいお家なのです。親類の数が多いらしいですから、きっといろいろと都合があるに違いないのですわ。
For now, I learned that she had a younger twin sister named Shion, but her family structure, including her own position, seemed still very mysterious.
お、3人揃って何の話だい？おじさんも混ぜてよ。あら、
ミオンさんいいところへ。ミオンさんに双子の
Now,
妹
this
さん
might
が
be
いるってのは
interesting.
本当でございます
Oh, Mion, crap.
妹いるよ。
That's an interesting response. Mion grew uncharacteristically red in the face at a loss. Thinks she's looking at me.
あら、それは知らなかったですわ。どんな方なのかしら。ぜひ一度お顔を見てみたいですわね。
会わない方がいいよ。全然可愛くないし。
She's a twin, you just called yourself not cute.
生意気だし。たまに電話で話すくらいで、私もしばらく会ってないし。
Oh, but I was gonna say, like, well then, if you haven't talked to her, then how did you talk about us? But I guess on the phone, okay. Why did it look like she was in such a panic? Like she was declaring that the Shion from yesterday was actually a fake. Anyway, this is actually pretty funny, so I let it go on a little while longer. Another Mion under the name of Shion. Will I be able to see her if I go to that restaurant again? I had a mysterious feeling, as if I'd made a new friend, despite knowing that she and Mion were the same person, because I'm a freaking idiot. I'm a big stupid idiot. This is ridiculous. I mean, I get it. It's a mystery that I guess I've had spoiled for me, but at the same time, I don't know. Even if I didn't, I feel like it's pretty obvious with the voice acting, at least. Anyways, give me an introduction to Angel Mort. Mort means death, by the way, in French. Reprinted from the Victorious War Photographer's Guide, April issue, Complete Conquest Analysis Family Restaurant Chapter.
Now at last we come to the blazing hot third day. To Angel Mort, a super famous restaurant and the envy of all enthusiasts, despite being located in the remote Shishibone city of Prefecture. Why exactly do the most famous stores avoid the centers of human habitation? It can only be because it was a trial given to us by the god of war photography. It's famous locally for having the best desserts in town, but that matters not to us. If you want expensive desserts, then you could go to Fucky Wucky Place or something. We aim not for sweet treats, but for sweet uniforms. The fragrant aroma of sweat. 1 second, please. The fragrant aroma of sweat wafts from these obligatory waitress uniforms, creating no less than a public torture device. How can the bashful flirtation be on par with all the other restaurants with cute uniforms across the country? War photography hunter, away! The smoking areas are the real superpositions. Aim for your chance at them with the tenacity of an octopus.
Yesterday I failed to get seating. Today I will aim for the ultimate golden seat, the corner box in the smoking area. Otaku are overwhelmingly non-smokers, so I'll procure a spot in the smoking area and set up camp there.
As expected of Ryu the Hunter, he's saying his victory was decided the moment he chose his seat. In actuality, Ryu used the same tactic during the grand opening of Akihabara's and succeeded in getting the best seats in the house. Back then, he also went early in the afternoon, just after the lunch rush, and not only did he find his target seat empty, he also obtained it with ease. By utilizing tricks such as ordering a little at a time, he effectively increased the number of opportunities for engagement, carefully scoping out his chance for a picture. But, as if cursed by that, from the day before, the god of war photography did not smile upon him. After suffering successive firm defeats until 3 p.m., he finds no chances coming his way. And after 4 p.m., a man began to take his orders. It looks as though he had been seen through. It is the rule of a hunter to withdraw with grace once marked.
My aim was perfect, but the fork technique I used at 2:30 seemed to have backfired. Maybe they were wary since I sat in a booth and left my bag on the floor. Oh, wait a sec. Oh, they're upskirt artists. Oh, these guys are scumbags. Oh, I didn't get that until this point. I thought they were just dweebs. Perhaps the hidden camera in the bag trick is already old hat. If there were 2-digit EGs involved... EGs? For sticking here half the day, I'd have a high encounter rate. What the frick are EGs? I am mortified.
Even so, he's still got a few pieces of gold, as to be expected from the hunter. He attained this nice angle despite lamenting his failure. He's an artisan. More surprisingly, is that this uniform conquest across Japan has yielded not a single arrested person, even though they should. What an amazing start for the hunter who brags about having been to approximately half the total prefectural police stations in the country.
That thing from the day before.
The day before, our hunter took on the shrine maiden cuisine, Nagoya. His hunter's spirit showed through too zealously, and as soon as he entered the store, he was seen through, placed in a booth, and waited on by the head priest. Despite waiting half a day, the much-anticipated shrine maidens appeared only at the time of his first order. A seriously huge blunder for a hunter. Now then, we have the giveaway of the hunter's original photographs that always receive such high praise. We'll present one passionate reader.
Okay.
With 3 all-you-can-eat low-angle pictures of the Angel Mort uniforms chosen by the hunter himself. With such blazingly hot pictures, you too can become a war photographer today.
Okay. Well, I just have nothing to say about everything that just occurred. Let's pretend it didn't even happen. Well, with that, and this kind of nice little jazzy music playing, that marks the end of our second chapter of the Watanagashi. I'm kind of hoping things get creepy again, because to jump back to this feels weird, but again, I feel like that might also be the purpose. So I will see you guys next time for some more Let's Read Higurashi. Ciao.
Yo.